Hey vinyl community, it's David Michael. This is going to be a bit of an odd video because while you're watching this, I'm actually going to be in Europe on vacation record shopping. I'm filming, like I said, I'm filming this the day before I leave, and I had a really insanely good haul yesterday that I wanted to share with everyone. And like I've kind of referenced in my last couple of videos, I had this idea in my head about posting videos periodically while I'm in Europe, kind of documenting record shopping in Europe. But like I said, I don't know what Wi-Fi is going to be like, so it may be a weird set of videos where you might have one from Europe and then this video and then another one from Europe. So you might be watching this and thinking, what the hell? How is he home? I'm scheduling this video to be live next week, so that's what's going on. Cheers, everyone. I didn't want to wait on this video until I got back, because I'm hoping when I get back I'll have a whole fresh batch of stuff to show you. And then yesterday I had what I'm figuring is my biggest single haul at a thrift store, so it's pretty exciting. And there's just a lot of really weird circumstances surrounding this find, and I'll try to keep my album descriptions to a minimum just to kind of speed things along. But essentially, some of you might know I sleep during the day, I work at night, and my son texted me out of the blue asking me to come pick him up from school, that he wasn't feeling well. Since we moved, he's still going to his old school, which is a fair distance from our house. So coming to pick him up because he's not feeling well is AKA I'm lazy and I don't want to take the bus home. So so I got this text, and I thought, okay, I'll go pick him up. I'll do him a favor. The upside is that we passed by this Goodwill store that I never go to. It's probably the worst in our city, in the north side. And I thought I'd pop in. I was going to look for some just plain shirts for doing stuff around the house, so I don't get my band shirts all messy. I popped in, and then I walked towards where the records were, and then bam. So I found about 27 records. I'm going to show you 20 of them. I just pulled about 20 random ones from this pile to show everyone today. So yeah, so that was kind of an odd, I guess in an odd way, thank my son for asking me to come pick him up, because I would never go to this Goodwill on a normal day. So that's what this video is. So what you're listening to now was part of the haul from yesterday, and like I said, 27 good quality records. I mean, amazing and good quality, like I always say, is relative. But having talked to a lot of people in the States and Europe about what their thrift stores are like, I think I can safely say that like this is a damn good quality haul from a thrift store. I'm going to get to my one new arrival that came today in the mail, but what we're listening to right now is part of that haul. ZZ's top Tres Hombres. This is, you can't see it because it's playing, but it's an original red London Records pressing, and it sounds really amazing, and that's an upgrade copy to my existing copy. So that was part of the haul. So I'll show you my my new arrival, and then we'll go back to the thrift store haul, if that all makes sense. Anyways, this came in the mail today. It's a record store day title that took a little while to get. My last video, if you remember, I showed you a T-Rex live in America that I had just got in, and I was telling everyone that it wasn't that good. And it's still not good. I played it again, and it's still not good. This one is good, however. It was a record store day title in the UK only. And I guess some excess stock went to some different online stores, and I was able to get one at a really good price. But it's T-Rex, as always. It's the live at Rainbow Theatre in London, 1977, I believe. This was the tour that T-Rex did, or Mark Bolan did, with the Damned. Because there's a song on here, the last song on here is the Damned doing Get It On with T-Rex. It's green vinyl. I'll save you the, maybe I will show you. Just to show you. So it's a nice green vinyl, double vinyl. And the reason why I know this one is good is I have the CD equivalent to this. And it's a good quality recorded concert. The performance, yeah, you know, I've heard better performances by T-Rex, but I did not have this on vinyl, this gatefold, and that was a record store day title. So as far as record store day titles I didn't get on the day, I think I'm full up now with everything I had wanted. So there you go. So now we're gonna go back to this haul. The only haul, single store haul that I had that came close to this was about a year and a half ago. I had found a haul of about 15 to 20 jazz albums. And there were like original Coltrane's and Miles Davis and stuff like that in it. But this one in sheer numbers is, I think it has to be my biggest single haul. And I ended up leaving behind a lot of stuff. There was a guy there I just was talking to briefly who was just getting into vinyl. So I left him the kind of the more standard 80s type stuff. And he was really thrilled that I left that for him. But I'm going to preface this all by saying this was all $1. There was one record that was $2 because it's a double album. But I'll digress, and we'll get right to this haul right now. This was the first record I saw in the rack when I was walking towards where the records were, and I knew there was going to be a good haul because when this record's up front, King Crimson, you know it's going to be a good day at the thrift store when you find a King Crimson for $1 at a Goodwill. Lark's Tongue in Aspic, if you don't know what this album is. This is an Atlantic Records pressing from Canada, I believe. But like I said, when I saw this one, I knew it was going to be a good haul because no one just donates one King Crimson album. You know there's going to be a chunk behind it, and there was. So that was T-Rex, or no, sorry, ZZ Top, and now King Crimson. So those were the first two of the haul from Goodwill. Like I said, I'm going to try to keep this all as brief as possible, just let you know if they're upgrades, what they are, etc., etc. So, I found a really nice upgrade for, in fact, I haven't had time to even take the price tags off yet. I started with them and then I kind of gave up because I should be busy packing at the moment. Yeah, so I got a really nice copy of Golden Earring Moontan. Nice upgrade copy. I always seem to show you T-Rex and Golden Earring. Maybe that's my thing in life, T-Rex and Golden Earring. But a really nice upgrade copy on MCA Records on this one. And for those price tags, I just why I haven't taken them off. It's just I use a blow dryer. Take the record out, blow dry them, and I get a nice clean peel. There's no glue left on the cover, and I just to do 27 records right now. I'll show them to you. I'll take the stickers off when I get home. A record I have several albums by this band. I just never have owned this album. So a lot of these records, if they weren't $1, I probably wouldn't have taken them. I would never normally pick them up, but and I had a discount stamp card, so I ended up getting 27 for $20. So that kind of added into, you know, I knew I was getting a good discount from this discount card I had. So REO Speedwagon, you can tune a piano, but you can't tune a fish. Widely recognized as one of the worst album titles of all time. There you go. Now, this is the second copy of this album I found this year at a thrift store, but this is an absolute stunning. I was going to say stunningly. English is not my forte, as you can tell. But this one is an absolute nice, beautiful upgrade to the copy I do have. But Rhinoceros, 1968. I think this is their first album. If you don't know Rhinoceros, I'll skip you the description because I want to keep this brief. Have a listen online. It's just a really, really good album, and it's produced by Paul Rothchild, who produced the Doors albums. So, if that might convince you to try it out, so be it. But nice upgrade to Rhinoceros, an original 1968 gold Elektra label copy, actually. I found something like the REO Speedwagon, something I probably would not normally pick up if it weren't for the price and the discount I was getting. Star Castle. Some might call this progressive rock. I guess I would in the most minimal of terms. But like I said, for the price I paid, I'll give that a try. Starcastle. And then I found, there's two artists that I found multiple albums by them at this thrift store. So you're going to get 3 albums by one artist here. You're going to get Bob Seger. They had the gall of charging $2 for this one. I know, double album, $2. A nice condition copy of 9 Tonight, live album. If you're not familiar with Bob Seger. And then I got a copy of Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, The Distance, an album. I know the album from selling it in record stores, but I'm not familiar with the album itself. So if you're going to buy one Bob Seger, you might as well take the other 2 that were there. And then a nice upgrade copy of Stranger in Town. So that was 3 albums by, of course this one has Old Time Rock and Roll on it and Hollywood Nights. A nice condition copy of Stranger in Town. This was, like I was saying, there's an odd set of circumstances to getting this haul, but then there's a couple really ironic, and I don't want to fuck up the word ironic like Alanis Morissette does with that song. So that might not be the right word, but for argument's sake, we'll call these ironic finds for a couple different reasons. I found a copy of Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow, a really nice condition copy. And the week before I moved out of my last house, I pulled it to play while I was packing up house. And I don't know how, but it developed a really bad lip warp. And I'm not sure why I hadn't noticed that before on my copy. But it killed me, but I had to throw it out because it wasn't fixable, as lip warps are almost impossible to fix. So it pained me to have to throw this album in the garbage, but I did. And then I was going to see if I could pick one up down the line as I saw one. But there you go. A couple weeks later, and I find a nice condition copy of Blow by Blow at Goodwill to replace that one that I ended up throwing out. This one is another little bit of ironic find, in the sense that, and I'm probably not using the word ironic right, but, and if I'm not, please don't correct me if you're an English major. On YouTube, there's a series of videos called Behind the Vinyl from a Canadian radio station. I can't remember what the radio station is called, but if you type in Behind the Vinyl, and it's a really awesome series of videos because it features a lot of Canadian artists, which you don't see a lot. It's kind of like a condensed version of Behind the Music, where they bring an artist into the studio. The artist drops the needle on one of their hits, and then for the duration of the song, they talk about that song. Like I said, you don't see Canadian artists talking about their music in that light very often. So, although they feature a lot of international artists, the fact that they do a lot of Canadian ones is really, it's quite cool. So a couple days ago, I'm watching some of those videos on YouTube, and they were having one with Tom Cochrane. If you don't know Tom Cochrane, I guess most of my viewers are in the States, so you might know Tom Cochrane from Red Rider. I think he had a couple of solo songs in the US that were hits, like Life is a Highway. I don't like that stuff. But he was doing one on Red Rider, his old band Red Rider. There's Tom Cochrane right there. And I know Lunatic Fringe was a big hit in the US. And he was dropped the needle on Lunatic Fringe, and he told the story of that song. And then I realized I don't have this on vinyl, and I was, man, I really like that song. I'm going to find that on vinyl. I just don't have it. And then like 2 days later, I find a copy of Red Rider, As Far as I Am. A record we see here all the time in Canada, but a really nice condition copy. And like I said, just 2 days previously, I had watched that video, and I had set my mind to finding a copy of that, and I did. So whether that's irony or not. Anyways, I found 3 albums by one band and then one kind of associated album. This album, like some of these albums, I would never pick up if they weren't for the price, but I'll give it a try. I found a copy of Journey, Infinity. I think this is the first one with Steve Perry. An album I just didn't have, or one I wouldn't normally pick up. So that was part of that haul. And then 2 albums by Journey that I do have, but these are really nice upgrade copies. And I'm going to sound like a right friggin' hipster here. You know those hipsters that like only like the beginning part of a band, the original lineup, and they, you know, I like old Journey more so than later Steve Perry Journey. Although a good Journey greatest hits album will do the trick a lot of times. I do enjoy that. But the original lineup, I'll show you what I got. Journey and next Journey. Albums I do have, but these are really nice upgrades. If you don't know, and I'm sure a lot of you do, before Steve Perry came along, the band that was Journey was essentially Santana's backing band. Neil Sean, Ainsley Dunbar, Greg Rowley, Ross Valerie. And they were some of the best jam band players on the West Coast, San Francisco. And they were good enough to play with Carlos Santana on all those early great albums. So basically and it took me a lot of years to get into the jam band stuff. And I'm still kind of getting into a lot of it. But older Journey albums are really great for that kind of music. And they show musicianship on these albums that they couldn't really show later when they kind of went for the radio gold. But 2 Journey albums were part of that haul. So there's 3 Journey albums in total. And this one is an associated Journey album. It's Hagar, Sean, Arison, and Shreve, featuring Sammy Hagar and Neil Sean from Journey. An album that you see this quite often, but an album I just had never thought of picking up. But then I realized I really like Sammy Hagar a lot, so I'll give this a try. Sorry if I'm talking too fast. I'm trying to speed this along. A nice upgrade copy of the Eagles' Long Run. Not an album I pull very often to play by the Eagles. But not to keep on repeating myself, if it wasn't for the price point and getting a discount, I might have left this there. But I did need an upgrade copy of the Long Run. That was part of that haul. Roxy Music Avalon. Another nice upgrade copy. One of the classiest albums by one of the classiest bands of all time. In fact, Brian Ferry is playing my city right away, so I'm kind of excited about that. That was a very, very, very nice upgrade copy. And like I said, an album that I think everyone probably should need to own, or at least hear. And then, what do we got here? We got 4 albums by one artist. Only one of them I've previously owned, and I still own, but one of them is an upgrade copy. I'll show you that one. And then 3 albums I've never owned by this artist, and something I would probably, like I said, I would never try, but why not? I try not to be so ignorant where I won't at least try something, so I have an opinion to offer. So even my son's horrible rap music, I will let him play it in the car, so I can give an honest opinion on it and not be arrogant, or not be ignorant to dismiss music. So Steve Miller is the artist, and like I said, why not educate yourself? There was a grand total of $4 for these albums, so why not, you know what I'm saying? Fly Like an Eagle. I do have this one. This is a nice upgrade copy, so I'm very, very familiar with this album. Abracadabra. Obviously, everyone kind of knows the hit Abracadabra. I grew up with that song. The album I've never actually thought about owning before, but once again, why not? The Joker. Once again, everyone knows the song The Joker. I don't think I've ever heard this album in its entirety. We'll give that a try. And this album, I see this at record fairs every now and again. I don't know any of the songs off the album, so I don't know if it was even remotely a hit for him. But whatever, I'll try it. Italian X-Rays, Steve Miller. So, as far as I can see beside me here, that was the 20 random albums I grabbed from that 27 album haul, which is, I have to figure that's probably the biggest single store haul I've ever had. And I could have easily got 12 more, but although you might all think I'm being a vinyl pig, the amount of records I leave for other people would probably astonish you. So to that extent, I do try to pay it forward when I can. So anyways, woo. Okay, so that was that haul, and the remaining albums I'll throw into another video, but I wanted to kind of show you this insane haul I had. So the hauls are coming fast and furious, thank God. It's made for some interesting thrift store shopping. So your next video you might see will be hopefully shopping in Prague and Sweden and Copenhagen and London and Berlin and other places in Europe, and hopefully I'm having some good luck there. So we'll end this here. Thank you for watching. As always, I always appreciate your subs. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the amount of views I get. The fact that you click on my video, as annoying as I am. So I want to say thanks once again. And we'll see you. Hopefully my next video will be me sitting here showing you some awesome European vinyl. Take care, everyone.